how you guys doing, honey? When I tell you it is more information that's coming out and it's really sickening what's going on. I don't know if you guys have heard, but they are saying it is a gay gangsters in the Hollywood industry. Now, I've also heard about the LGBT mafia. I didn't want to believe it. But honey, these black kings out here, they're telling me it is true. And you just don't take it from me. I have reports of several black men coming out saying that the LGBT mafia or the gay gangsters are putting stuff in people's drinks to try to get their bottom. They get their back door, and this is something serious, honey. So I have several reports here that I would love to share with you guys about. And if you guys did not know Damon Dash, he did an interview recently. And I wanted to show some of those clips because he said that a lot of these black kings, these rappers in Hollywood, have tried to get him liquored up and drugged up, then saying, take your shirt off, man. You know, trying to coerce him and to do some foul acts that he don't want no parts of, but because they get you drugged up and liquored up, and they put stuff in those drinks that will cause you to lose all common sense, and you end up compromising yourself and regretting it, and then they videotape it to blackmail you in Hollywood to do so many things. And they tell me this: if you do have the Lord on your side and you have common sense and you're not drinking and you're not doing those drugs, oh, they don't want to hang with you. No, you're not talented enough, okay? Yeah, so it is sad how the devil have Hollywood on hold, on the lock. So I want to show you guys some articles. Ray J just came out as well, and I just don't know what to take from Ray J. He talks about baby oil and the butt being played with, but people are saying that Ray J was Diddy's right-hand man and still is. And honey, I tell you, Ray J is something else. So let's go here. I want you guys to look at this article first. Listen to hear what this guy had to say, okay? Listen.
The art of dialogue. The rapper claimed that Diddy was fired from his position as an AR at Uptown Records in the early 1990s, not because of his ambition, as Diddy has previously stated, but due to his sexuality. Jamar alleged he got caught in a precarious act, doing something real baby oil-ish in the office, hinting at an incident involving another man. Although he didn't name the alleged accomplice, Lord Jamar suggested that Diddy is part of a so-called gay mafia within the industry, saying he's one of the heads of the family. Diddy has previously addressed his 1993 termination from Uptown Records, stating in a 2006 interview with Oprah Winfrey, "I was very passionate, and I didn't understand protocol or workplace politics. So I got fired because there can't be two kings in one castle." His exit from the company ultimately paved the way for the creation of Bad Boy Records. The timing of these allegations comes as Diddy remains in custody at Brooklyn's Metropolitan Detention Center, facing charges including sex trafficking, racketeering, and transportation for prostitution. He has pleaded not guilty to all counts.
All right, so you heard that, honey. I can't make this up. Did he say gay gangster, or what did he say? He said something, gay mafia. This gay mafia, it is real. I thought it was all like an agenda to be anti-LGBT. Honey, no, they said these gay mafias in Hollywood, they are something evil, okay? And they are, honey, I can't say much that I want to say because you guys know they have been after me. Yes, I have been having so many threats to keep my mouth closed. It's really sad what goes on behind the scenes. But here, let's go to Tasha K, because she also has information about Diddy that just came out. You guys need to listen. They are saying that these men are going around to these freak-offs and infecting people with the bumps and that hot sauce. Now this right here, it talks about the bumps. And I got this from Tasha K. Shout out to her. Listen, I want you guys to hear this real clear. Listen to this.
According to reports, two of Diddy's A-list friends are being accused of knowingly infecting innocent women with herpes after partying it up at his infamous freak-off orgies. Documents show one victim ended up hospitalized after being exposed to the incurable disease by a high-profile celeb back in 2009. Allegedly, these parties involved heavy drugs, gallons of baby oil, and things got real messy.
And do you notice, you see, it's the same play. A lot of baby oil, a lot of drugs, a lot of drinking, and a lot of homosexual acts. It is the same play. It's the same play. So you see what Tasha K posts. Now let's go here. Now this is from Media Takeout. And look at here. They said a positive man had a risky stuff with males and females that Diddy freak-offs. So it's a positive man. You know what that means. That is coming out that say that he was hired because he was a freaky worker, and he was hired to go around, I guess, I don't know, to give out that hot sauce or whatever, but he said he's going to come out and tell his story too. I'm telling you, when you play with the devil, just leave it alone, honey. So it's another report before we get to Damon Dash 2 that I want to play. So listen here. So they are saying that Diddy may still be a threat to a lot of these victims. This just came out an hour ago. And I definitely want to know, do you guys like the direction that we're going to with the messy sweet spot? Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe here and comment. I need to know. I need to have your support because like I said, honey, people do not like me reporting this type of news. I've been getting a lot of backlash behind the scenes for going and talking about the gay mafia and the gay gangsters, honey. Okay, so let me play here.
Record executive Sean Diddy Combs is reportedly still a very powerful man while behind bars at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, New York City. As covered, Diddy's already been denied bond twice and is facing charges of racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking, and transportation for purposes of prostitution. On top of that, the Act Bad artist is at the center of several sexual assault lawsuits with more expected to roll in soon. Despite being jailed, a source alluded to people that due to the amount of power he has, alleged victims of Diddy still have great reason to be concerned. He's so powerful, everyone was afraid to cross him. Even though he's behind bars now, he's still so powerful. We all knew it even back then. They continued. Everyone always chalked it up to being a creative genius when it came to his obsession with controlling things. And added, he's incredibly smart. He knows a lot of people and he's helped a lot of people, so a lot of people owe him. He knows that. According to The Insider, Diddy is capable of a lot much more than people think, even now.
A lot of... Girl, you heard that. Comment, let us know what you thought. So before we go into Mr. Dash, this is the last report, and this is Ray J. And I want you guys to listen to what he has to say. What he's doing is so disturbing. Listen to this.
People out here taking from people. Not only like people are getting robbed of not only their money and their spirituality. They're getting robbed of their womanhood and manhood. Asses are being taken in ways that nobody can explain. Do you chuckle? Do you laugh? Do you help? Do you criticize? Because I see a lot of jokes out there right now talking about baby oil. Everybody got a joke about having baby oil and lube. Is that okay? Do you forgive somebody for taking somebody's...
Honey, it sounds like Ray J is offended. It sounds like he's offended, and he is so disturbing how he's reacting to this, considering he's a father. He has daughters. I believe he has a daughter. He has sons. He got something, you know. It is very telling how he's responding, right? Comment, I want to know, what are your thoughts about this, Ray J? And you guys know Whitney Houston mom just passed away, you know. Whitney Houston, Ray J. Are you connecting the dots? In Whitney's daughter, a whole generation is gone now recently. Ray J, honey. Okay, so let's go here. This is Damon, Dame, Mr. Dash. Let's hear what he has to say.
That powerful that they could get a plane or someone to crash a plane. Like, then they just be, I don't want to say I'm underestimating people, but I don't give people, like, that's like, yo, that's the most illest gangster shit, some Pablo Escobar. You could actually get a plane to crash. And then, you know, I hear a lot of.
So what he's talking about here, if you guys did not know, Aaliyah, she passed away on a plane. She did not want to get on that plane, you guys, but they gave her some drugs and she passed out, and they carried her on the plane without her consent, and next thing you know, the plane was gone down. And they are saying this was the time where Aaliyah told Jay-Z she didn't want anything to do with Jay-Z, but they say Jay-Z, he does not like rejection. And if you guys know about these rappers, you guys know who they look up to. They look up to the Italian mafia. They look up to the most horrible of horrible criminals, and they want to be like them. You know, so he's saying this, it just goes to play. I mean, this is what they have done, and he's not saying they did not do it. He's saying that he don't want to believe that it's possible, that he's been around people like that. So let's continue on to hear what he has to say.
Rumors about me, like I sacrificed her and some dumb shit like that, you know, all those things. It's hard to, like, I don't want to believe that, but it does make me think it through, you know? So again, in this moment, just because there's so much gray area on a legal level, not what I'm suspecting, but like, you know, this shit is now real. Or if it isn't real, people are gonna have to prove that it's not real. And it's a moment where I'm curious, but if any of that is true, like I'd have to talk to a therapist, because I don't know what I don't even know. I can't even like, I don't even want to go down that kind of a rabbit hole.
He's in denial. He's in denial with his green earrings. He is in denial, and he said he don't want to think that way. He don't even want to go down the rabbit hole, because he knows it's true. He know he was a part of the sacrifice. And a lot of times you can be a part of the sacrifice and you don't realize it. You don't know why you're here, but they bring you in because they need either your blood or they need you as a sacrifice, and you don't even know. I mean, they are playing you guys like sheep. You guys are like sheep. Do sheep know they are sacrifice? They don't know they're part of the sacrifice, but they are. Make no mistake about it.
It's just too crazy to think that me as a regular dude was in something that was just, you know, so dark, evil, and so strong, and Paul's powerful, that shit like this could even be almost a reality. Like I'm here, like why am, so yeah, it's kind of ill, you know, to see the things that affected your life in such a big way, for people to have different variations of what may have happened for someone that I love so much. Like, what would I do if I find out that somebody actually intentionally did that? I really don't know. But it's definitely a weird, you know, it's like, I know that this isn't a regular circumstance, and I try to keep things in perspective. But yeah, like when a dude that really cared about someone hears any story, of course they gonna think it through, and especially like a person like myself who thinks in boss in general and in war. Yeah, I don't know.
So during the whole law firm's press conference, they revealed that Diddy allegedly drugged people, and this is including minors, with horse tranquilizers, leaving them unconscious until the next day, and often they were saying felt soreness in their private areas. Uh, what's your take on this?
When I heard that, pause, my mind was like blown. So, again, you think of things on different levels. So one level is that shit can't be true. He couldn't be that dark. That's bananas. Pause. Like, it's just too dark. And you think, well, damn, 120 people is a lot of people. But even if 1% of that is right, it's crazy, unforgivable. And then I'm thinking, well, shit, that lawyer, he has a pretty solid history, and it would be pretty embarrassing for them to expose themselves in that way and be wrong. And then I'm looking at, they got the number while they were doing the press conference, and I'm like, yo, this is crazy. So to me, I'm like, if it's not true, then they just put a hit on him, because there's nowhere that he can be.
You know what? It is true. It is true. And you guys need to know that the devil is real. Yeah, you guys have been out of touch. He says that no way that a person or someone that evil could do stuff that's evil. Honey, Satan can do worse, okay? You guys are underestimating evil. What do you guys think about this? Comment below. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe to this YouTube channel, The Messy Sweet Spot. Let's continue on.
We're messing with little children is tolerated on any level. It's just an unforgivable thing where we're from, regardless of what you've experienced. And, then I'm thinking, okay, if he did do that, well, number one, I'm thinking what they said, from what I understood, is that 120 separate lawsuits. So that means there's gonna, like, every single day for at least 120 different days, there's gonna be a different lawsuit with different people. And I'm gonna be like, yo, this shit is gonna blow my mind. And they're gonna drag this shit out. And then they're saying they're going to release names, and now I need to really know these names. But then I'm thinking, all right, let's say this shit is true. Number one, it's beyond pause. It's like demon pause, which is when you see demon pause, you don't even play with that person no more. It's like, what do you do?
So a lot of people may be lost in the sauce when he said pause. Pause means no homosexual, okay? It has gotten so bad in the black community amongst black straight men that they have to protect their sexual identity by saying pause, okay? To let you know that, hey, they're not with the homosexual, okay? So that's why he continued to say pause, to continue to validate his manhood, to continue to validate his masculinity as a man, okay? So that's why he continues to say pause. So he's not dealing with no homosexual, okay? So he said that it's like, what did he say? Let's continue to play.
And I'm like, if that is the case, that's pure evil. That's like devil worship. And people have been putting him on a platform for 30 years straight. And some people knew, but I guess the general public did not. So does that mean that everybody that went to his party and that celebrated him, if that's true, does that mean they were celebrating evil? Is that a form of, like, you know, unconscious devil worship? And what was really disturbing to me about that was that they said that the pattern was they put stuff in people's drinks, and then they would pass out and wake up sore. And number one, I'm like, wow, how many times have I been in an environment where someone tried to pass me a drink and I didn't take it, and now I'm like, who was trying to line me up? And I think, that it's justified and warranted to reflect, because I was around these people and I didn't know they played those games. And it's another level of gangster. So again, I ain't got no problem with people being gay, but if you're pretending you're gay and you're a gangster, that's gay gangster.
Now he says if you're pretending you're gay and you're gay, I think he meant to say if you're pretending that you're straight and you're really gay. But maybe I could be wrong. Maybe he meant to say if you're pretending to be gay. But let's go on.
And you could get robbed of your money, but you also could get robbed of your manhood. And that's a whole nother level of disrespect. And you know, I'm thinking, I'm like, so I'm remembering when I was on Drink Champs, and then again, I have to think this, so Nori, don't think I'm beefing with you, but I just have to reflect. And I was on Drink Champs, and Nori was so adamant about me drinking Ciroc.
No, I can't do that no more.
That was yours, man.
It's over, because...
No.
Not the interview. Come on, Dane.
How about this? We'll finish it with a shot of some...
Can you show Elliot Wilson for me? Well, let's...
I just have to stop. The scene is sickening. And that's how Satan will get you. That's how evil demons will get you. Liquored up on drugs and alcohol. Yes. So you can't hear a word from God if he's trying to get through you. You can't rely on common sense when they got your mind all tore up from them drugs and alcohol. It's a setup. He is looking to kill, steal, and destroy. And he is using alcohol and drugs to get to them. And it's sad. And it's all playing out. What goes in the dark must come to the light. Let's get these likes up, y'all. Like this video, share this video, make sure you subscribe here at the Messy Sweet Spot. Let's go on.
Take a shot of vodka.
If we done?
Let's take a shot of vodka, Dane.
Are we done, though?
But vodka for...
Well, I mean, I don't know if it's
done.
needed, but... I'll do another one. Want another
You
one?
gotta do a shot of vodka. Come on,
At
please.
the end, we're not done.
I fucked with you the whole night. You
Finish
haven't
it.
won.
I said when we finish, we're not done.
Yo, Tito, help me. Come on.
He's
I'm with you. I'm in with you. Can you pour me a shot too, Dan?
But why you gotta put the ice in the shot?
Because you gotta be
I don't know how-
sophisticated.
All right, you're gonna have ice cubes. I don't know how you're gonna have to do a shot with ice cubes.
Yes, you gotta do a fucking shot with ice cubes.
Big shout out to
This
Puff,
is good
man.
shit. Oh, no, that's good. That's good. I'm sorry. All right, and you gonna take a shot? You gonna take a shot, Ciroc?
Go ahead, pour it.
Oh, you want me to pour you? He's a gangster. When a nigga tell you he want him to pour you a shot, that's some gangster.
I just poured yours, right?
All right, but we even. Look. You gonna take mine? Oh, look at that. I'm in. Let's do it. Eye to eye. I told you.
What do you mean? Why do you think it's not?
I don't know why I keep doing this show. It's not proper. I don't know this. I went to Runyon Canyon today, and I was like, why did I do this? Like, what did I accomplish?
Can I take the ice cubes out? I never took a shot with ice cubes.
But you're in my world now. That's,
All right.
not gangster. You got to do the whole thing.
Because what's crazy to me is if his hustle is putting stuff in people's drink, he made a liquor. I mean, that's the illest shit in the world. that everybody was partying and you don't know what was in that drink. And if he was, pause, undercover gay, because I didn't know it, and obviously if he was knocking men out and they were waking up violated, he's making somebody gay that doesn't want to be gay. So I'm like, what was in them drinks? And then I'm starting to think like, damn, when did hip hop start to lose its masculinity? When did dudes, and again, no disrespect to nobody, but like tough niggas started wearing dresses and pocketbooks, like maybe that could be the reason. And I'm just thinking it through. Like maybe that could be the reason why hip hop took a turn for the feminine, because that shit, if homie was really putting shit in people's drinks and he's making the liquor, and again, I don't know, and I'm not even saying it to be funny, but they saying, homie was putting shit in motherfuckers' baby oil. So how could you trust that person to serve you drinks at such a big scale? So I'm remembering Nori so adamant about me taking a shot of Ciroc, and I'm like, nah. And I brought my own, and now y'all can understand why I always want to make my own. So I brought my own liquor. You know what I'm saying? I was taking shots of my own. And then what happened, I made him take shots of Ciroc, and then he ended up getting too drunk, talking about take your shirt off and all this type shit. It's on tape. So it ain't like you just
Take your shirt off. Y'all seeing this? And it's coming from a black king. This coming from Dash. And you heard what them other black men said too. Okay. So honey, this is what these black men are saying. They have no reason to lie. Ain't nobody making nothing up. Everything that I bring to you guys know I will bring the report where I get it from and the sources. And I guarantee you all these sources are bigger than me, has more popularity and more credibility than me. And that's been around on this internet for years and decades, honey. Okay? That has been around in Hollywood and have experience. I don't know how much longer I can take of this, y'all.
Actually start to think of things. And then I was thinking, there was this one time that when my daughter was 16, Jay had a show. And my daughter wanted to go. So I'm like, yo, I'm not going to deprive my daughter. So, I hollered at Jay, sent the kite, and told him I wanted to go to his show with my daughter. And they accommodated me to the fullest. People were really surprised to see me there, took pictures with everybody. But, and again, Emery's my brother, so I would hate to think that he was fucking around like that, pause. But he kept passing me somebody. That was the first time I had tasted that Douce, and I got ridiculously drunk to the extent, and my daughter and I were talking about this the other day, that I was like, yo, I don't get this drunk. Why am I so drunk? And I ended up, pause, wrestling with Kevin Hart. Poor nigga got me in a chicken wing. And I remember...
Ooh, honey, it's a lot of pause. If you got to say pause, all that, maybe you're not supposed to be doing the things that you're doing if you got to say pause that many times, meaning that the amount of times he's saying pause is the amount of times that people can miscrew that he's a homosexual. He said that Jay, I believe, got him liquored up, or some man got him liquored up to the point where he's now thinking that he was trying to get in his hole. I mean, Kevin Gates have told you guys that so many men, including Diddy, have been trying to steal his masculinity. They are coming after these black kings' manhood. We seen, do you guys remember that guy? His name is Christian Keys, and he came out and he was talking about how these big men, black men, black men, black kings, in Hollywood that is portraying as heterosexuals that are paying a lot of other black men to get their back door bust open. And they're paying them a lot of money, and they're paying them to get on these TV shows. So these men that you see on the movies and the TV shows, they are being compromised left and right. Yeah. And they just can't bust down one. They want to bust down that one, that one. It's like Pac-Man. Have you ever played Pac-Man? That is how these men in these industries are packing down the back doors of a lot of these black men, honey. They can't just have one. They are Pac-Man in that ass. And they're using baby oil, drugs, and alcohol. And you seeing them firsthand, you know? And people are upset at me for reporting this news. And that's why I need all the support I can get to keep this channel going on. I need the support, okay? So I'm going to stop here because I can't stomach anymore. I only can take this one dose at a time because it's so sickening in here. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe here at the Messy Sweet Spot. And I'll see you guys in another video. Bye.